royalty. That's just a woman you treat like more things. They pull out them foreign things. Came up, so my brothers, I never changed up. Keep it real, stick around, but keep that thing.
So this video is how I create my Sims 4 custom content. First, I append the studio mesh. And if you have more than one mesh, make sure you get all of them. You can delete bone shape. Next, you can import your OBJ. And if your object is not in view, like mine is not right now, you can press S, which is scale. Scroll your mouse down, click, and then press N to get this transform bar on the side, and you can see exactly the dimensions of your object. Press S and keep scaling it down until it appears. Next, I just open up another view window and I select the UV editor. Next, we're going to go to edit mode and unwrap our mesh. Click mesh, UV unwrap, and then unwrap. And now I'm just going to straighten up my shirt UVs. And I'll have the shortcuts that I use scrolling on the screen. So to select, you just press C and a circle should appear. And you left click to select the UVs that you want. And to unselect, you press the scroll wheel. So to select, left clicked, and unselect, use the scroll wheel. To rotate your object, press R. To move your objects, press G. And to scale your objects bigger or smaller, press S. Okay, next I'm going to add UV_0 and UV_1 in the UV maps. And now I'm going to open the Sims 4 color map. I'll have it linked below. I'm only using this to portion the objects correctly. So I'm going to scale it down. Now go to object mode, go to the material, remove the first material, add a new one, make it black. This is so when we bake our object, it can be a solid black. Go back to edit mode. Click the plus sign and add a new image. The width of the image should be 2048 and the height should be 4096. Press OK. And now we have our new background image so that when we bake, it needs to be this size to import to Sims 4 Studio. Now we're going to bake our object. Full render, margin 2, and then click bake. Make sure clear is checked. Now you can save this image as whatever you want to save it as. And this image is where you would import it to your 2D editor like Photoshop. I'm not going to do that in this video. We're just going to use the image as it is. But the image that you created in your Photoshop, you would add it to the texture. So you would click material, go down to texture, open the image, and import your image. And this is where you would see your material. There's different viewpoint ports. This is the image that I imported. And this is in solid mode. So you can see the material or you could just see it in solid mode. Okay, next we're going to add a modifier. And the source object should be the studio mesh. Then the face corner should be nearest face interpolated. The UVs should be UV1. So by name, it should be UV1 and all layers should be UV1. Then you just apply. And now, as you can see in the UV editor, how it is unfolded, that's how you know you did it right. Next, we're going to open the alien UV map for The Sims 4. It's also going to be linked below. Type SX.5, hit enter, then type GX512 and hit enter. Now we're going to open the base texture. Type SX2 point, enter, GX-512 and hit enter. And then we're going to save this file, this Blender file. And we're going to open Blender 2.70. I'm just saving this as tutorial blend 1. Save as. Now I'm in Blender 2.70. I'm going to open tutorial blend 1. And in this one, we're going to transfer our weight. So you would select the studio mesh and then select your object. Then go down to the different modes, select weight paint. Go to the tools, select transfer weights. You can open up the vertex groups to see if the weight was transferred correctly. It should just, whatever group you select, it should highlight that area on the 3D model. And now we're going to delete every part of the body that interferes with our object. And you do that by pressing C and the either left click or hit the scroll on your mouse. The same way we did the last one. Now, my computer stopped recording, but for this one, we're just going to click the edges. You can click the very bottom, do the very bottom first. But right here, I'm doing the arms, just the edges of the arms. Make sure you scroll all the way in, zoom all the way in to make sure you're only hitting the edges. And you can deselect any areas that you don't want. Then I extrude it and merge in the center. And I'll do that for the next arm. I did it for the bottom and the top as well, but it didn't get recorded. So that's done. And once that's done, you can join the studio mesh with your object so that it is one object now. And you save it and you can import it to the mesh on your Sims 4 Studio. So I hope that was helpful. I hope the steps helped you out. If you still have questions or concerns, just leave a comment and I will respond and I'll help you out. But here is how it looks in the Sims 4 game. I just put my logo on a shirt. But thanks for watching this video. Subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one.